How's it going, everybody? This is Eddie. Welcome back to another episode of Trove, and today we've got quite an interesting topic to discuss and some fun stuff to do. First of all, I'm recording this on Monday, and pretty late on Monday, so maybe in just a few hours, in fact, we're gonna get the Ice Mage, and if that happens, then I think I might show you guys the Ice Mage first, just so that you don't have to wait a whole day. So maybe, I'm not exactly sure when this episode will air, but yeah, yes, we'll have either you already saw it, or next episode we will have some patch notes to talk about, probably. So today I want to talk about a little thing that most of you Trove players were emailed. I don't know if you control the email account that you use to sign up with your Glyph account, but if you're like me and you do, then you probably had an email about a Trove survey, which is cool, and it's an anonymous survey that you would put about Trove the game, and also about you as a gamer. And I don't know what they're using it for, but it's probably some sort of they're probably gonna for me, I was kind of using it as an indication as what we might see them focus on for the future of Trove, or maybe it was more of a general try-on thing, so it was just more about what kind of games they should be on. But I did want to talk about some of the questions and what they made me think of in terms of why are they asking them. None of these are this is incredible speculation, and it was more I'm not criticizing on any of this kind of a thing. Some of the stuff that I want to say might seem like I'm criticizing them. I'm not. It was just sort of like a lot of the stuff caught me off guard. It was just sort of like, what if? That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to do a little building while we talk about that, first of all. So, I've finished repairing the damage to the tower from when I added that other section of the world, and I'm going to add the windows in now, and I added a second layer for portals, so we have a portal layer. I'm not sure if I like that floor. I might do something about that. So we have a portal layer, and we have a crafting table machine type thing layer. I also noticed that the grass is spreading quite rapidly into this area. Matter of fact, even since I started today, it's spread quite a bit, and I don't really like that. I do kind of like, from this view, seeing it bleed into the mountain, but I'd like it to stop at about here. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I could tell you what, for now, we have so much gray. Let's go ahead and see if we can stop the spread with just some gray blocks. We'll have to add a wall or a fortification here to actually stop it. Oh, okay, well, I don't really have any generic dirt blocks, and I don't want to ruin the mountain. I guess we'll leave it like that for now. I think this grass is going to be stuck down there, so that's fine. Let's put that there. I don't know where it grows and where it doesn't. It's really hard to tell in this game. Not a problem. Okay, so the first thing that they asked about was sort of things in Trove that you like or didn't. Or I don't remember the order they asked things in, but I know that they touched upon stuff like, what do you like about Trove? What do you, what they asked what was important to the game and what was not important to the game, and then they would ask, how do you like it, basically, or how do you think, how satisfied are you with each of these aspects. Okay, so now this is going to be kind of weird, because now I'm going to take off quite a bit of this mountain. With it, I could probably match the dirt color. There's probably dirt in the cube converter. And I said that I thought that the combat was important and that kind of a thing. I gotta do this quick so it doesn't spread on me and cause me to break any more than... Ah! Stop spreading! So I said combat was important, you know, I said that the user-made dungeons were really important, and in terms of what I was satisfied with, one of the things that I personally knocked down was the building, but I've talked about that before, so that shouldn't come as a surprise. It's not it is a critique that I have of Trove, that the solid colored pixels mean that any sort of structure with any sort of detail... By the way, there's a lot of really, really cool Trove builds out there. It's just that I would imagine... Oh, okay, so one got through there. Or did I just miss that? Let's see. Put like another one there. There, we'll just cover up these grass blocks with gray. I don't know. And then what about this? Is it gonna go this way too? I don't really want that. I like it where it is. Stop. I don't know if what I'm doing here is even helping. Oof, boy. It's like a new thing, too. Like, it wasn't doing this, but you'd think that with all the time that we've been here, we would have seen it, whereas, like, just in the past, like, 2 or 3 days, it's just... Okay, we'll leave that. So, yeah, so I've said before that the solid colors make it, like, massive structures really the only way you can get any details, unless you're going to use their preset workbench things, which is fine. It's just that you have to go get the recipes for those, which is kind of a good thing, because it gives you something to work towards. I mean, one of the things that's kept me coming back to this game was I want more weapon and armor styles for whenever I want to put together a crazy costume, and I want more building recipes so that when I actually do get enough of them and do get some inspiration to build something, I'll have some nice wait, this isn't the block I want. It only took me the entire time to build it. But the other thing is, you know, I don't like the smart building thing. I don't like the corners here. There's no... I saw on the Reddit there was a little bit of a conversation going on between fans asking to have that an option as to whether turn off or not. I don't know if the devs are going to listen. I think that's a good idea, but look at that. Look at that. We already see it's not working. Alright, here's my task for you guys. If are Trove players, how do you stop the spread of grass? I feel like what it's going to take is it's going to take me spamming blocks over here every time I see grass grow until it stops. I'm going to actually erase these two because it will probably skirt around this hole. But then the other thing that I wanted to talk about, so that was it. You know, you've probably heard me talk about that before, and if not, then you probably agree with me. No, but you probably have heard other people in the Trove community, you know, say that sort of a thing. Maybe you know, the building is exactly how they want it and they'll never improve it, which is fine because there's so much more to do in the game that you don't have to necessarily be a builder. And you know, maybe eventually after getting more used to it, I mean, I spent a long time on Minecraft, right? So maybe just it's going to take a long time to get used to this, and eventually I'll come around. That's totally fine. So the last thing, though, was that there was an awful lot of questions about mobile devices and consoles. I don't mind. Especially the consoles. I think that this could potentially work as a console game. I can't imagine how fun the building would be on that. But the roguelikeness of it and stuff like that as a console game, I think it is doable. As a matter of fact, I think... Well, never mind. I was going to say, I think they have controller support, but they don't. It's just the look controls, not movement or fighting as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they do have controller support. My worry is that I have seen a lot of games decide to go the console route, and thus major design issues in the game went unaddressed for a really long time because they put their work into consoles. Same for mobile. They're very different platforms. They're way more constrained. They're harder to develop for. Minecraft, for example, you know, they, I think, did it pretty well. I think they hired some more people and then gave them the specific job of developing for mobile and Xbox. And I don't have a way out of here. Just realized. Let's keep this guy open a little bit, I guess. We'll come up with an actual entrance at some point. Oh good, you get glass back. I think I knew that. Right, and they did it pretty well, and you didn't really see the slowdown in Minecraft development. And what the key was for them was that they released basically a completely separate game that went on its own development path and had its own design choices. And I think that's the way you have to do it. Because PC players didn't even notice that anyone was no longer developing PC and was on. You know, there wasn't a slowdown in content. There wasn't a wait to release content or to make fixes or anything like that until the mobile people can catch up. It was like, okay, you want Minecraft on mobile? You're on your own. Like, you guys are hired, sorted out. Okay, that looks good. I mean, it's pretty much where we had it before, but we can start working on building the rest of the tower. But for the rest of today, I'm going to continue talking about this and kick some butt in U3. We'll see if we're ready, so I made a portal. So, yeah, I was a little concerned, I guess, that, you know, the team would kind of put everything except for minor little things on the back burner while they waited to do. Also, apologies for any frame rate issues. I'm in the middle of a backup right now. It's taking longer than expected, and thought I'd just roll with it. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go this way, sure, why not? Yeah, so, you know, I hope that they don't say, well, you know, PC guys, you know, let's hold up and focus on getting our game on Xbox One just to have, okay, noticeably more difficult, you know, just to try to expand into a new market of players and then at the same time give the people, I knew I saw you, still looking for Shapestone because we've got, we are making some really boss rings right now, but we need a lot more shaped stone to continue making more. Yeah, so that's what I saw. You should still do the survey. Don't think that you should lie on your survey and say, well, maybe I won't tell them that I play mobile games if I don't. Just give them solid feedback. I'm sure that, you know, they've led us this far with some really great stuff. I'm sure they're going to continue to do that one way or the other. But you know, and maybe you want Trove for mobile. I don't, because I'm not going to play it because I don't mobile game that much. Yeah, so I don't want them to stop PC development for the sake of mobile. If you are someone who mobile games all the time and you would say, forget PC. PC is fun enough, leave it as it is. Give me some mobile, let me play Trove on the go. Go for it. Tell them in the survey. Or maybe that was just a try-on survey saying, should we fund more mobile games? Let's find out by having some of our awesome communities, like Trove community, do a survey. And it has nothing to do with Trove. Who knows? Either way, Trove is still great. Ooh, diamond. I love getting diamonds in that. Either way, Trove was great and everything like that. So that's exciting. But I wanted to tell you guys that and check your emails to do the survey. And also pumped for the Ice Mage tomorrow. Or maybe you already saw it on my channel. Someone said that they provided a little sneak peek for the Ice Mage. I didn't see that. I did see on that one update post on the forums where they talked about changes to the store and the way buying classes is going to work. They mentioned something about ensnaring your opponents, and then someone posted a screenshot from something in game where one of the developers had pushed a message saying that it was if all went well, we'd see it Tuesday. So it's not for sure going to come out Tuesday. It certainly did look like it. And they said that the alt was an AoE effect that stunned everyone in the area and stored up the damage plus bonus damage from all players. And I think that the developers or the designers on Trove are coming up with some whoop. Whoa. Oh, whoops. That was probably on my end because this backup. Anyways, I think that the designers of Trove are doing some real neat things because they are finding some very different ways of doing multiplayer and cooperative that works so well for this style of game. Now, I don't know how that's going to work out. So the idea is, right, if we did it, you know, all the enemies would get frozen, and you would hit them, and it would seem to do nothing, right? No damage would be done to them. But then after the AoE effect wore off, it would say, okay, how much damage should have been done to them in that time, and add it all up, throw in a couple more damage points, and deal it all now at the end, right? So you don't get attacked because they're stunned. Or I don't know if you're going to get attacked or not. Maybe you will. Maybe it's just that their movement is frozen, but they can still attack. Who knows? We'll see. Either way, you're safer. You can have everyone on your team be safe and toss up lots of damage. And then you know, it ends up doing more damage all overall. So you know, is it helpful when you're on your own? Yes, it is, because you can stay safe, like I said, and rack up some damage, or you could escape, or you could do whatever. And is it helpful with other people? You bet, because, you know, gunslingers and knights can wail on them, gunslingers can shoot him. You know, you could time this with the number 2 ability of the Dracolite and get some massive fire damage racked up on them from, you know, the dragon form. All of that damage would be taken into account, plus, you know, a little multiplier of some kind. Probably not a very big one, or else this would get crazy overpowered. And that's just one ability. We don't know what the other abilities are yet. We'll have to find out tomorrow, or whenever it comes out, I suppose. Okay. I love being in these higher level worlds because you get so many of these minor troves. Sweet. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for me today. Do the survey. Help out those guys. They've made a great game for us. We should give them some great feedback. Be interesting to see... Oh, hello. It'd be interesting to see if they toss any ideas of console or mobile our way. I personally would advocate against it unless I was confident that it wouldn't take away from this PC version, which in my opinion isn't, you know, I don't think it's done yet, you know what I mean? I think they don't think it's done yet either. I don't think the idea would be that if they started a mobile version that they would say, okay, PC's done, now just do mobile. But it would slow down the development of Trove, and I would hate to see players migrate away because of that. Because, you know, the updates slowed down and I don't know, people tend to get mad when they feel like they were promised more and then they didn't deliver. Keyboard. And so even if they're not entitled to more, people tend to feel that way. So I think it would be a bad move on their part. But like I said, that's like crazy 10 miles away speculation. So don't worry about that. Just keep it in your mind if they do a survey about whether or not you want mobile, I guess. Alright, that's going to be it for me for now. See you guys. Hopefully next time you see me, we'll be playing with the Ice Mage. Eddie out.